All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan battle video, and the Black Friday stuff is dropped. Black Friday campaign is on. It started tonight. So we got some information here on everything that is coming for the little mini Black Friday celebration. So what we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna break all that stuff down, and then there's a lot of other videos that we need to make. Some of them will get out tonight. Some of them will probably come out over the next couple days. But this celebration is gonna be going on for at least the next like 2 weeks. So let's go ahead and look through the details here. So Black Friday campaign 2025 is on. Characters who debuted in the 10th anniversary celebration and the global Dokkan campaign will show up in the Black Friday Dokkan Festival and Black Friday Legendary Summon Carnival summons. So what we kind of talked about in one of our last videos is that possibility of the Gdc Lrs coming back on the Black Friday banner alongside the 10th anniversary units, and turns out that's true. So the burst modes were kind of a big factor that kind of gave that away. Those burst modes returning, and then a lot of the events returning just kind of pointed more towards GDC kind of coming back. So very cool, very good. I know a lot of people are gonna be very, very excited about this. I know I'm very excited about this. I think this is very good. This is very, 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 very good for those of you that, you know, were not around for the GDC, or, you know, maybe missed out on those characters during that time. They are here, they are back. Now, I'll make a whole separate video on whether or not I think you should summon for them. We'll dive in more into that as we kind of go along. Okay, so we got burst mode stuff is going to come back. The launch treasure event is here where you can get 30 stones, and then there's going to be special missions to be clear that you can do by clearing events in order to get other rewards. So let's go ahead and let's go through all the event details here. So first off is going to be the Black Friday banners. So this is going to be, you know, the big thing that a lot of people are looking at is the Dokkan Fest banner, the Carnival banner, and as you can see from the headliners right here, Blue Boys, Omega, Rose, and Gogeta are back. So on the Dokkan Fest banner here, right, we've got these boys, a pretty good lineup of characters here. So we got, you know, Omega and the Blue Boys are going to be like the main ones you're looking for. You get the 10th anniversary LRs on here who are still very, very good. So, you know, picking up these guys if you don't have them, or, you know, maybe you only got a couple copies of them, would be very good as well. Then you got the Broly, you got the Saiyan trio here. You know, Trunks and Vegeta are still very good. Their Easy A made them incredible with their 18 key, giving that 5% stack to the entire team. Gogeta with his Easy A is good. These guys with their Super Easy A are crazy. So the value here on this banner is actually really, really high. Now, like I said, I will make an entire separate video breaking down everything about should you summon or not. It's very hard for me to tell people not to summon on this, or like dissuade you away from it, like, because the value is just so good. But it's also hard for me to say that I think you should summon on this, just because, you know, the year's coming to an end. We're getting closer and closer to the 11th anniversary. The meta is going to change. The new characters are going to come out. You know, those are going to be the big characters you want to save your stones for. So it's going to be very hard to tell people no, but I don't think there's really a wrong choice in what you decide to do here. So depending on what you need, this could be a very, very good banner to try to summon on, to try to get some of these characters. It also could blow up in your face. Just keep that in mind. This is the Carnival banner over here as well. Again, a lot of good value here. Maybe not as much as the Dokkan Fest banner, but Gogeta is still incredible. Goku Black is still very good. The Frieza and Goku are okay. Gohan's okay. Unfortunately, Evolution of Vegeta is not that very good. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is, however, very, very good. He's okay. The Broly's still great. He's okay. And then with his Easy A, he's actually pretty good. The Gohan is pretty good with his Easy A. So again, very hard for me to, you know, tell you not to, but it's also very hard for me to tell you it's not to tell you it's a must summon kind of deal. But yeah, but these guys are actually going to be available in the Baba shop for coins. So if you go over to the Baba shop, right, you have the Dokkan Fest coins. You go all the way down here, boom, like these guys are in there. So if you have the coins to pick them up, that's probably going to be your best bet, as opposed to trying to summon, wasting more stones, doing all things like that. If you have the resources, you can do it this way. I would prioritize maybe Gogeta on the Carnival banner, and then probably Omega on the Dokkan Fest banner. You know, depending on who you have, who you don't have, that could definitely change your priorities there as well. But the banners are here. They do have the 77-hour super multi discount, so it's a buy 3 get 1 free. No guaranteed feature, no nothing like that. It's just a, you know, give yourself a shot, get a couple free summons here and there. There are summon points as well, so you will collect summon points on the first 3 summons you do on each banner, as long as you're doing multis. And oh god, my voice is cracked. And you'll be able to trade in your summon points for summon tickets for the updated summon banner that is set to drop on the 28th. So remember, they are here now. They will be on that banner as well to get another chance, and then they will be back again during the 11th anniversary. So again, it's kind of a toss-up on whether or not this has value to you, whether or not you want to summon or not. But I will make a whole video kind of going over everything, every detail on the pros and cons of this, of summoning, of not summoning, yada, yada, yada. But we go through here. So these are the ticket packs. So for global, you would have picked these up. You know, they do cost money. But these will give you tickets to be able to summon without using stones. If, you know, you like to do that, if you don't mind spending a little bit of money on the game, these have, you know, some value to them for you to be able to summon and get some extra stuff in there. This right here is just the Black Friday missions. So if we go over to this tab here, we've got all of these we kind of went over already before, you know, with the JP data download video. We kind of talked about these a little bit. So it's just a bunch of missions here: complete the launch event, clear a couple stages, clear with, you know, certain characters on the certain categories: future, fuse fighter, GT boss, super bosses. You know, just complete these missions. You'll basically do this by playing the game, but you'll get extra rewards by doing that. Let's see, super discounts here for the Dragon Stones. So sales for the Dragon Stones are on for Black Friday. This is actually really good. So they did something like this last year as well. The Black Friday special item pack. It's got a lot of good stuff in here. It's $17 to get this. You know, I already looked at it in game. It's $17 to get this. But you get a bunch of Link skill orbs, which is actually crazy. Like this one, 126 large Link skill orbs is actually nuts. 30 character slots, which is good for a lot of people who are running out of box space. And then these potential orbs here as well, which are definitely really good. So, you know, if you don't mind spending some money on the game and you need some of these resources, this is not a bad deal to kind of pick this up. However, again, this is not something that's necessary or necessity for you to grab, you know, if you don't want to spend the money on the game. It's totally fine. The Launches Treasure event is returning after like 5 years. This is like the first time this has come back in 5 years. Now, unfortunately, this is not going to be a permanent event like we kind of started maybe thinking it could have been. It's just going to be a basically 2-week-long thing. You're going here, you'll be able to get some rewards, some gems, some Link skill balls, hidden potential orbs, and then by running through the event, you know, you can do it 3 times in a week. So 3 times in a 7-day period. Once you've done it 3 times, you'll get 15 stones. Then it'll reload the next week. You'll be able to do it again. You get another 15 stones, 30 stones total, and then that's it. So it's going to end on the 11th, right? So that gives you enough time to be able to do the 2 weeks worth of runs through the event, and then that's it. And then it's gone. It's done. Unfortunate. This right here is the big thing that we saw in the data download that kind of pointed us towards the Gdc Lrs coming back. So what they're doing here is they're bringing back the burst modes. So I think this is actually the first time they have actually brought back a burst mode. And they're bringing back 3. So the GT Red Zone, you know, and then the Blue Boys burst mode, the Omega burst mode. These are all coming back, and they're going to have more missions up here, going all the way up to 9,000 points for that one. Let's see what this one goes to is, yeah, another 9,000. And then for the Red Zone, it goes up to like 7,500. Yeah, 7,500. So a little bit tougher to try to get through, right? Because you're going to have to add a lot more conditions in order to get up to this 9,000, where 6,000 is usually very simple to do without adding a lot of crazy conditions. 9,000 is going to be much more of a challenge. So it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to do. And I like that they're bringing this back because, you know, if you weren't there for the GDC or you weren't there to be able to do these burst modes, they never really come back. So for them to bring them back is actually a big deal. So take advantage of this, knock this out, do these missions. And yeah, we'll make videos on this stuff as well too. Let's see, a lot of story events, a lot of events coming back. So the biggest ones here are these two. This is where you're going to get the Rose clones. I made a video during the GDC kind of going over this, going over the event, talking about how to get them, how to get the, you know, the alternate arts for them, how to build them out, how to get their unique like skill orbs and everything like that. So you can go watch that video that kind of breaks everything down, but this is a must do. If you have not done this and you don't have the clones fully built out, you need to do this. This is great. This is an amazing free-to-play team, probably still the best free-to-play team in the game. So definitely get this one done if you have not already. And then the Nova Shinron LR, he is pretty decent running with like the Omega and everything like that. So, you know, if you miss your chance to pick him up, this is your chance to do that here as well. I think that's it for the campaign info, right? It's something very short. It's not meant to be like this grand giant campaign. It's meant to be like a little bit of a celebration and kind of a trap. Let's be honest. It's a trap with the way that they do these banners here. To try to entice you to summon, entice you to use your stones. They know we're getting closer to the end of the year. They know we're getting closer to anniversary. So they're going to start throwing some of this stuff out there to try to get you guys to spend more of your stones, to then have to spend more money in order to buy more stones, in order to do more summons. And the cycle continues over and over and over. But nonetheless, this is a very cool celebration. Very cool they do this. Take advantage of all the free stones that you can get, of all the free events, all the fun, you know, the returning events that you can do. So, dude, my voice is absolutely abysmal right now. I like just got home from work too, and my voice is just dead. So yeah, so take advantage of this stuff. Let me know what you guys think of the Black Friday campaign. Do you guys plan on summoning? Do you guys plan on just skipping the summons, maybe picking them up with coins, doing the burst mode? Do you guys plan on picking up, you know, picking up this special pack here? Make sure you guys do the launch event, yada, 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 all the good stuff. That's going to do it for the video. If you guys did stick around to the end, I do appreciate you. Thanks for putting up with me and my horrible decaying voice. Dude, it's bad. It's bad and I don't get it. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of the Black Friday campaign and have some fun. You know, this is pretty much, I think, what we're going to get, unless they want to surprise us with something next week, early next week. You know, the next campaign doesn't start until the 28th. So we got a little while. So buckle in and do what you can. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.